How can we protect you, my queen, if you continue to leave us behind?
I am no fragile kitten, Zamorak. My duty will always take precedence. Ah, Five Claw, you arrive in the nick of time. While I deal with my royal protectors, I have an important task. I need you to represent me before the Imperial General Renmus. He knows of my goal to restore the Elsewhere Confederacy and rejoin Anequina and Palatine. Given their service, I want to offer the Shields of Senchal a place in this restored kingdom. Very much so. There is no one else I trust to handle such a delicate negotiation. General Renmus has an idea this is coming. I want you to officially present the offer and determine.
Loading screen? Ah.
How can I get any work done with these constant interruptions? Ah, it's you. I understand we have you to thank for stopping the dragon.
Ooh, this is a beautiful area.
So, Anequina seeks to come to the rescue of Palatine? We've been doing quite well on our own, I'll have you know. Oh, who am I kidding? The shields have been getting by on luck and tenacity. And then the dragons came. My soldiers and I, we swore an oath to the Empire. If we forsake that oath and take up with Rimmond's queen, what does that say about our commitment and loyalty?
Definitely take a picture of that.
Between my pride and my honor. What do you think, Dragon God?
I should probably change my account name to Tamrielic Tourist or something.
You make an excellent point. The Empire no longer exists, but Senchal continues to need us. It would be dishonorable to turn away from our duty. Very well. For Senchal and its people, I will agree to Queen Chimera's terms.
Father, excuse the interruption, but the ceremony is about to begin.
Perfect.
You're like the best negotiator
I've
in all of
accepted
Tamriel in this
Chimera's
fucking
offer.
game.
We shall help her reestablish the Elsewhere Confederacy.
That's
I
excellent
wish I was
news,
able to
Father.
negotiate like that in real life.
Senchal needs the shield, and the shields need the support.
Just hit a persuade button and be like, listen, you can just give me $10 off right now.
Wouldn't that be great?
See that button in front of you that says coupon? Hit it.
I think the base game for the Elder Scrolls Online is always meant to imply, oh, you're just an individual soldier, you're not meant to be special, you're not meant to be that special compared to everyone else. Not like the hero of the main games, you become the head of every single guild at once.
I told you.
As soon as you sort of start entering the DLC territory of this, oh no, you're more competent than every other hero who's ever been. You're more competent.
Are a necessary component of every cell. People of Senchal, let us recognize the efforts of the Dragon Guard. They saved Elsewhere from the rage of dragons. First, let us bow our heads and remember Abnarton, who gave his life to save Tamriel.
Yo, there's a whole bunch of fat people here? What the fuck?
It brings me great joy to mark the return of Sai
last night was hilarious
and the
getting
Dragon
Kesha to
Guard.
Cuss.
May you
Oh,
always
yeah, that was
watch
good.
over us all.
It was good. It reminded me when I was a kid, we used to do that to my mom.
Casca is my favorite out of all the new
Join me in
characters. You know
honoring my
Casca yet?
friend and champion.
Yeah,
She's great.
The giant
Another
cat.
armor.
She didn't always have it on. She put it on halfway through the quest. It's so great.
Yeah.
She's so cute. I like her voice too. She's so different than a normal character from a normal story. And even
I
that
want
mother
my
too, the
Finch to wear that armor.
The grandmother sounds great, man. That's so great. Yeah, they did such a great job with this one, man. This one, like, beat out all the other fucking DLCs as far as storyline.
That'd be so oblivious. It's like, your mother can hold a pen, because didn't you see all the other ones? Hovering things with their mind? They use magic.
Yeah. Repeatables. Only repeatables left. Okay. That's it. This is great. Let me check his achievements and see if we gave me anything special. I got Guardian of Elsewhere title.
Ooh, that's probably better than Savior now, right?
I got a piece of furniture called the Aeon Stone Formation.
Oh yes, that's a nice thing. It's a other than just being a rather cool decorative item, it will react with the new house.
Yeah, you get the imp, you get the dye color, the Palatine Coral, you get the Mask of Alkash hat, you know, a whole bunch of shit for this one.
Yep.
And the Guardian of Elsewhere. These are my cats, and I will protect them. They're such a good kitties. Yes, they are. Such a good kitty. Alright, I am now free to do whatever is needed. So, I know you guys are good. Hop and Chase. You guys want to start with dailies? We'll get a fourth. Somebody in the guild to join us, right?
I'm in a zone quest at the moment. Okay. As soon as I'm out, I'll be ready.
Okay. That shouldn't be too long. We could always grab a fourth and try to recruit for the guild. What we do is when we queue in for our dailies, whoever the other person is, we attempt to get them in the chat channel and talk to them verbally. You know what I'm saying? Sure. That's how we used to recruit. Another way we used to do it too is we used to have a whole bunch of us, and I mean a bunch of us, like 20, 30 players, I'm not even fucking kidding. We would go and find a random player in the world that looks like they were new at the game. We would confirm that they were a new player by talking to them, and then we'd make them gear and invite them to the guild if they wanted to join, and make them laugh and do all kinds of crazy shit. And it would just be overwhelming that if they were really new at the game, they would just join the guild. All the people that were in the guild before, when we were building it up, were all new at the game. Nobody was good, because the game just came out. So we had, like, it was a world of noobs, and there was no good players. There was no fucking outcasts and all those other people and shit. They didn't exist. So everybody joined the guild. It was just like the best place to get free gear all day long. It was the best fucking thing to have in the game. It was great. But now, you got a large number of people that are at the end of the game. It's a little bit of a different world. But there's still those new players, and they still need a home. So that's what we're looking for. We're looking to adopt people that are good people. It'll make them play the game longer, or buy elsewhere and ESO Plus. We should be getting paid by Blizzard, I think. Not Blizzard 10, that's right. Blizzard Japan.
There's going to be a lot of new players. We just need to encourage them to buy the game while it's on sale, because they're getting in for free for a while.
They're there. Like if you go to Oregon, Daggerfall, and you know, the one in Deshaun that nobody remembers the name.
Yeah.
What the fuck? What's the name of that one? Davin's Watch, right. If you go to any of those places, you will see people who have never played this game before, standing there not knowing what to do. And it is such a pleasure when you enter a game and people just bring you in to their circle immediately. Like, you're just like, wow, this is the greatest game ever. And that's why this game is so fucking, this guild was so great. Because no matter what people sounded like, they just got invited. As long as they weren't mean, that was the only thing you weren't allowed to do. That's it.
I'm down to do whatever, I'm just fishing.
Well.
Alright. So, I guess we can go and pick up our daily. I need to deal with my inventory a little bit here. There we go.
Did you see that ceremony for the Dragon Guard?
So much fucking Halloween shit, man. It's just too much, man. I wanted to
I'm gonna be for real. I can't sell any of it anymore.
It's too much. It's too much. I can't take it anymore. The only thing we have is stuff that's worth 100 gold each.
If you are looking for fun,
it'll be worth more in a few months' time.
I don't know, man. There's an awful lot of that shit there.
Like, I remember last year it was hard to get all the things that you needed.
Yeah.
But then again, I was just sitting at a Domus, so...
In real life?
In this game, I was just sitting at a moment. Shit, if anyone has questions on how Delmans work, I got their back.
I imagine it's something like Pinhead from Hellraiser with the chains. Only instead of coming out and grabbing you on your face, they like come down and stab the floor. Same concept, I think.
I know, I love Hellraiser.
Oh, I love them all. The new one's not too bad. The only thing is, it is again by the same guy that did the first new one.
Yeah.
And so, he did better in the second one, though, than he did in the other one. But it's not the original guy, again.
Right. Oh, I know what you're talking about. I know that, I had to work myself up to that. That was like my level 10 scary movie.
Which one was the best, do you think?
I liked the first one.
I thought 2 was the best. First one's very, very good, though. 2 is the best, and 3 had a certain level of creepiness that the other ones didn't even have because of the way that it came out into the streets. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was creepy as hell.
Yeah, that was wicked. But then after that kind of went downhill. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I think that was the last one Clive Barker did, the third one, right?
I think so.
And then he just let other people pay him to use his idea. That's what happens. People don't have to work anymore. They just get money for nothing. They're like, fuck it, you want to write the story? Go ahead. I'll let you pay me to write the story.
Like, what shit, like, Harry Potter's, the Magical Beast, I'm pretty sure she's just getting paid to use that idea.
You mean the 2 new ones that came out?
Yeah, the ones with, magical creatures. I bet she, because the actual book was just like a handbook. You know, it didn't really have a story to it. It was just giving you a list of the magical creatures. So I bet a million she just like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, give me, you know, $10 billion. Take my idea.
They weren't exactly as good as Harry Potter.
Yeah. Right.
You know what I mean? Not
I know
really.
what you mean.
I mean, they
Have you read
were alright though. They were good though. No, I don't really. I can't really read. I can read, but I don't pay. I can't pay attention to it as I'm reading. I just like daydream. I don't know what you play. That's what I got. Unless I need to read because I'm interested in it. I can't just read shit. Like pick up a book and read.
I don't
the play that she did was really good. That was actually a quick read.
The play?
That's interesting.
Yeah, she did a play. It's basically like it's Harry Potter's son trying to live within his dad's image of being this great wizard, and he's trying to be a badass like his dad, and he ends up like really fucking shit up, and it's just good. It's really freaking good.
A fucking play? Are you serious?
Yeah, it's actually a play, I think, that has been produced, but it's basically the storyline that you buy. It's pretty nice. I liked it.
This is actually the dragon aspect ability in this game. Cool.
No, don't die. I just want to get to level 30, motherfucker.
That's weird. That's fucking weird.
Safe and
It was 4:30 something yesterday, and now it's 4:11, and I don't see anybody withdrew anything that would make up for that many. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what's going on here. Let me just shut shit. Keep that bitch full.
Yay, I'm level 50. Okay, let's go do this.
50?
Not 50, 30.
Oh. Good for you.
I'm probably going to sit on 30 for a while, because I'm going to really try to get Imp. I know I'm not going to get it, but...
Well, you would need days to play.
I know. Days and days. And I don't have that.
Yeah, no, you need straight. The way I did it, there was a 5-day campaign that they had back when, and this is 2016 that I got mine, and I only slept 4 hours in 4.5 days.
Shit.
But I also did it the hardest way it can be done in the game. You see, what we did was for like a year straight, me and the guild as a thing we used to call the thing would babysit and hide outside of the entrance to the sewer. Because that was the only way to get in way back when, and the sewers was the place to be. So we'd go to the alternate faction's entrance, we'd hide, and then with like a countdown, we would literally all attack somebody, 20 people attack one guy at the same time and kill him before he can get in. And we would not let anybody in the sewers, and it caused people to get pissed at us and come and bring armies to fight us, and we had like 15 on 15, 25 on 25 battles going on, and all kinds of... It was fucking nuts.
It happened to me a couple of times.
None of my players... Yeah, other people used to do it too, not just us. None of my players had any impen back then. We were all PvE. We were all either divines or infused. They used to be infused on big pieces, divines on the small. And we used to wreck people like that, because we'd have healers, tanks, DPS, and there would be so many of us. So after a year of getting a name for ourselves as the most shittiest fucking Old Mary Dominion guild and players in this game, because oh my god, the hate mail would come in to random players, whoever it is that they can get a message to on PSN. The hate mail would come in so strong, and we would get dissed constantly. And we would never respond angry to the person. I would always tell them, alright, say this. And we would say something like, if you want to get in, you must speak the password. And we would always fuck with them like that. and then sometimes, if they really were nice, they nicely asked for us to let them in, we would be like, we'll let you in. And then as they would walk by, we'd all like come out of stealth, but not attack. Like one after another as they were walking by, and they were like, and then they go in. It was absolutely wonderful. So then I decided, I was like, I wonder what would happen if I tried to become emperor. Somebody else was doing it in my guild, and I was like, shit, I never even thought about doing it. I didn't think I would ever be able to do it. So I was like, fuck it, what the hell, I'll give it a shot. So I found out that getting first place didn't even need anybody's help to do it. Staying first place didn't need anybody in my group to help me do it. This is the way that I got Emperor. With do wield, twice born star, no fucking impen, with a 10 buff rotation. I used to just run into a group of mobs, kill one, die. Run back into the group of mobs, kill one, die. Most of the time, I didn't even kill one. And just because I did that consistently, without ever fucking taking a break or stopping, I was in first place, and I stayed first place. And the moment I tried to get 4 hours of sleep, the other guild that was in my guild, he was like, listen, I won't get ahead of you, don't worry. I'm going to stay in second place. So I've slept for 4 hours. I turned on the game just to see where I was on the ladder. Because, if anybody turns those towers, I get Emperor, even if I'm offline. You know what I mean?
Right.
As long as the towers in the center get turned, and you are in first place of your faction, you become Emperor. So then, I saw that he was fucking ahead of me. That bastard motherfucker. So then I couldn't go to sleep anymore. And then finally, and now here's what happened. As we tried to take the towers, they knew it was happening. They would not let it happen. We had people that not only were in the other factions that hated us, this is numbering in the hundreds, literally hundreds of people. There were people in our own faction that I threw out of the guild for being assholes, who made characters in alternate factions just awaiting the day that I would try this. So there were a ton of people that used to be in my guild on other factions. Because the guild used to be Almighty Dominion in the beginning. There was no point in being a different faction if you were in this guild. Because PvP was a big thing back then. Cyrodiil was a big thing. So, finally, the last day came after attempting to take the towers in various fashions. One of them which I had a super elite raid leader guy come from the main one to ours with all of his fucking double raid group people. There was like 48 people that tried to do it and still couldn't fucking take the towers from me. And he even said, this is fucking bullshit. He said, I fucking run that other server that's way harder and we get Emperor all the time. He's like, I've never seen anything like this. He was like, that's it. And after hours and hours of trying, he fucking gave up and all his friends left.
Dang.
So I was like, never getting it. That's what I'm thinking. So here's what happened. Finally, at 6 a.m., which was only 5 hours approximately or something like that before, I know it was only a couple hours, maybe 3 hours before they're going to end the campaign, which means no longer in first place. You know what I'm saying? Everything resets, right?
Right. Yeah, okay. It does.
So I was like, if I don't get it now, I won't get it. I took me and I also lost friends in the guild because every single day I was in guild chat and there was like 350 people in my guild that were active and everybody was coming to help me and we always had a group of like 24. But people got so burnt out by trying to help me get Emperor and failing. Dude, I was fucking handing out stuff. I was giving 5 stone trebuchets to each player. Here, go. They'd form a line, and I'd just start handing one after another, trade. Here's 5 for you, here's 5 for you, here's 5 for you. I spent millions and millions of AP on equipment to take down towers.
Right. Damn.
It's fucking insane. It's crazy. You don't even understand. It's fucking insane. So, finally, 7 people. We took 3 stone trebuchets each. We fucking started taking the towers. We had effectively wore out the enemy. All of the people that hated my guts were either A, neglecting their families, getting in trouble with their wives, or fucking B, just burnt out and had to sleep, or were going to get fired from their job, or whatever that was going on in their life that I was all consuming to them, that they had to stay online to stop me. They finally all got burnt out, and there wasn't any of them online. And as I took the towers, we took the first one, we took the second one, we took the third one. There was only like 1 or 2 people from the other factions like, God damn it, where's reinforcements? And we just kept killing them. Take the next one, finally got to the last tower. That's when people started popping on. Right as that last tower was getting taken, the bottom tower was getting taken back at the same time. And we were in a race against time to break the fucking tower down, get in there and take it back. But we were first. And then the tower turned. And then nothing happened for a moment. And then the bottom tower turned back to their color. And nothing happened. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, it just said, boom, Worst Nightmare has become Emperor.
Nice.
And I got the fucking title, the gear, everything. And then you know what we did? We walked into the sewers afterwards, after I got it. And I put on the Emperor Regal, and I put on the title, because when you're Emperor, you have Emperor title. Not Empirer, all right, where you throw pies at people. Not former Emperor. You actually have Emperor, the title. So we're going into the sewers. I'm in the arena district. That's where usually everybody's fighting. There's like 15 blues, 20 reds. They're both beating each other up, right? Me and the 7 guys come walking up. I made them all walk. And I was blasting on my little phone the fucking song. Here I am. Rock you like a hurricane. And we were just walking up. And you could see all the players, as they saw us coming up, one by one, they all just stopped attacking each other and were looking at us. Like, look at these motherfuckers. And I don't know if you know what Emperor does for you.
It's serious buffs.
It was never meant to be used on a character that was meant to just do DPS.
Right.
It's the most unfucking believable, powerful, ridiculous, unkillable fucking thing in the game for you to have Twiceborn Star and all fucking divines and just nothing but PvE. So nobody could fucking kill me. They could barely kill my friends because of the added health they had. One tick from Vigor, one tick brought me from no health to max health. One tick. That's how powerful heals were as Emperor. I had like 80,000 stamina, 40,000 magic. I was a stamina character, and like fucking 55,000 health or some shit like that. All of your recovery in combat is 100% faster. In combat. It's fucking ridiculous. And so one by one, I just ran around as they all tried to attack me. I didn't hide. I didn't run around things. I literally killed everyone like a fucking wild animal. Just one after another. Boom, 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 boom. And you know that thing they used to do with the shields in the corner? Like the sorcerer would go in the corner in the back by the wood area in the little area, and you couldn't like hit him that well. And then back there he'd take advantage and end up killing you, and you like couldn't hurt him. I would go back there in the corner with him and just melt through his fucking shield and kill him. There's nothing he could do about it. And I remember I couldn't kill the guy. The same guy I could not kill when I wasn't Emperor. It was like impossible to kill him. It was so great. And then at one point, I felt so bad that I fucking massacred everybody to the point where they couldn't even jump down anymore from where they respawn. They were just all staying up there trying to like shoot at us from up there. And I was like, fuck it. I'll just start giving out Emperor kills because you get an achievement for killing an Emperor. So I just let everybody one by one kill me over and over again. And then, finally, after just a couple hours of doing this, I decided that the guy that was in second place, he was trying to help me, even though he wasn't here for this. He was trying to help me before. And I figured, just to see if I can help him, I'm going to drop the campaign so he gets put in first place, right? I used to be able to do that. I don't know if you can still do that. So I dropped the campaign. And when I did that, it said on the screen to my friends, I didn't see it because it was on their screen, not mine. I just get like booted out or whatever happened. On the screen it said, Worst Nightmare has abdicated herself from the throne. Meaning, I Rocky Marciano'd the emperorship. I went in, I took it against all odds, and then I retired myself.
That's pretty cool.
No one ever took Emperor from me. There's no better Emperor story in this game than that. There isn't. And you know what's fucked up? I don't have video of it. And you know why? Because I had to stop streaming the videos because these motherfuckers were using them to tell where we were to stop us from doing it. So at one point, I had to just stop streaming during like 3 days of this 4.5 day event. Otherwise, I wasn't going to be able to do it.
That is fucking awesome, dude.
I know, it's a great Emperor story. It really is.
It really is. Motherfucker, I want to duel you. Real quick. I just need to see my build. And I know you're a noob. I'll give you gold. Just stop running away, bitch.
Why are you trying to duel people for no reason?
I just want to see my build.
You're being a bully?
No, I'm not being a bully. I was going to give him money for dueling me real
Well, you
quick.
know what helps if you ask them first. Say, hey, you want to duel? Friendly duel? They might feel differently about it.
That's true.
Or just go to Grotwood. Somebody will duel you.
That's true.
I think one of my friends, he spends the entire game in Oradon dueling people non-stop. He even makes potions just for that.
Dueling with potions? Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
that seems a little excessive, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, he wants to win duels at any cost. He doesn't care about the rest of the game. He doesn't care.
There's very few people. Yeah, I'll see you later. Very few people.
You guys.
You got it.
See ya.
Yeah. He's only got about 515 champion points, and he's actually using it to fight 810s.
Yeah, it's not that different if you have the right stuff.
Yeah.
I'll duel him one day. You can set it up.
Yeah, might be able to. I don't think he's online at the moment.
No, well, we'll make it an event. Tell them somebody wants to duel, and if they beat me, they get 25,000.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, really.
Wow, hey.
I'm no slasher, bro. I only met one person that could beat
where
me.
or how our clients get their gold
Only
or
one.
precious items.
And I know,
All
and I know
care about
why
is
he was
making
able
sure
to do
they
it.
remain locked up
I
until
learned
the
something
client
from it.
needs them.
When you have 2,800 impen, people that don't have that can't beat you with the right build. They can't. So I need impen high in order to compete with that guy. And then we have to see who could burn whose resource out and who could stun who long enough to get the kill. Because that's what it will boil down to. When you reach that level of impen and you have the proper builds, the fights that you have are no longer short. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They always take a long time. Duels take forever. The only way somebody actually dies in the duel is if the other person runs out of their resource. That's the only way.
Yeah.
I don't really like playing the game that way. I like short, dangerous duels where at any moment the other player could just fucking kill the other player instantly. And that's normally the way I am. You can kill me very, very quickly. Like, I dueled somebody the other day, and I beat him, but I had to hide from the guard so he didn't see me summoning skeletons. So I'm, like, hiding on the side of the house while I'm dueling him. And then I dueled him the second time after when he tried me again, and I just stood there without doing anything, and he just killed me instantly. But when I was doing something, he couldn't kill me, and I won. So that's the way I like PvP. I like it to be where everybody's got a gun, one shot, you fucking dead. You know what I'm saying? But that's not how you're going to be good at PvP. In order to be good at PvP, you have to be unkillable. That's the trick.
Yeah.
How do you not die no matter what? You could always worry about killing them later, but first figure out how to not die. And that's where impen comes in too.
Yeah.
Because it's not enough to just have the one thing, you know?
I focus more on PvE myself.
Yeah, I do both. I don't do PvP that much though.
No.
I know people that PvP way more than me. And everybody's about sword and shield in PvP. I don't really do that, but I might actually do that, considering the fact that I no longer need my frost staff on the back bar because I remorphed an ability to try to get a target dummy number in the future, and it doesn't freeze their feet in place like it used to. But man, was that fucking spell useful. Holy shit. That spell was so useful. It buys you time to do that. You're going to dodge roll out of it, yeah. But during the time they're dodge rolling, you can be casting things, buffing up, sending a skeleton out after them, and preparing. You know what I mean? You just start unloading on them. I kind of miss having that. I have a totem that fears people, but I don't think they go in it willingly. You can just see that shit.
No, the trick with the fear totem is to surprise them with it. Or if you're doing a Cyrodiil thing, you can do it at range and in a choke point.
I think it only appears under you, though.
There is a version that doesn't have a... there's two versions. One morph is it only works under you, but it will grant it a... it'll grant it a synergy. Or there's an alternate version where you can place it wherever you want within a certain distance, but it doesn't have a synergy.
Oh, that's kind of here.
So it might, if you're going into Cyrodiil, it might be worth using the version that doesn't have a synergy.
Well, maybe not, because if you're just going to freeze them, if you're going to scare them from a distance, you know, what's really going to happen? But look, if somebody uses the synergy, all the guys there, they all take 8% more damage.
Yeah.
That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Yeah, I'll probably keep this one. Answer 2 seconds. Yeah, it does take about 2 seconds. Alright, what am I doing now? I still have inventory issues.
Oh no, you've caught my cold.
mine's called THC vape. I legitimately have a medical card. Vaping kind of reminds me of like a futuristic movie. Right?
Which stuff?
People aren't smoking anymore, they're just inhaling.
Yeah.
It would be safe. It would be perfectly safe, provided there's nothing in there that is poison or can turn into poison after it's heated up. But that's the problem with the government not regulating that shit, is the government's not making sure that that's the case.
Lack of regulation is usually the problem for most things.
Alright, I do have to do something because my bank is all fucked up right now. And it's causing me to keep things on my character I shouldn't have. I need to put them back in the bank. And the only way to get around this is to actually get them out of the character. However, I don't really want to deal with the invites going out and like the chat channels and that bullshit. So as I switch over, I'm going to invite you both into a PSN chat. Is that alright?
Okay.
Alright, I'll be right back and I'm inviting you right now.
In your face, sucker!
I'm going to change the tabard. It looks fucking terrible.
This one has
Sometimes I
many
get in these
accounts
moods
to
and I
settle
make a
before the
tabard
moons
and
rise and fall.
nobody would wear this
What do you
in-game
need?
out. Everybody puts up with it though. It's so nice. It's so nice of them. So many activities. Alright, let me... Alright, dealing with the bank. Alright. Time's kind of relative. What time is it by you? What time is it by you? Okay, 12? Same, so you're East Coast, alright. Same as me. Yeah, it's plenty of time to do plenty of things. Plus, I'll be here when you get back anyway. I'm gonna take full advantage of my day off. I'm really behind on Fear the Walking Dead. I watched that show with my mom. We're like 12 episodes behind. It's fucking terrible. And now Walking Dead came out again. We're really behind. But I have to fit that in some other time. I got shit to do, right?
You say this one has many. This one has...
Now to deconstruct these things. You know what's cool about this character? I have the 100% increase and the 50% increase on the character, and I'm not on the character long enough for the timer to ever run down, but I need to raise its jewel crafting so at least one character has all level 50 and always something to get for that. So I always have those two things on when I go to deconstruct on my character. Which is fucking awesome. Alright, I'm deconstructing a shit ton of shit right now. Jewel crafting 8. Survey says these 40 items 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 and 1/5. Wow, that takes a long time, man, Julia. Shit. Julia's the worst one, man. Jesus. You gotta get started on that right away, Chase. If you need traits and shit, same as usual, just making sure. My jewel crafter is actually my necromancer, though, which sucks.
Has been found guilty of the
Because
following
I should have had the
crimes.
one character do everything. But I'm fixing that now. But not with traits. So it's still gonna be the other character. Alright, everything has been finished. I'm switching back over to another character. Derp, derpy derp. I'll actually be right back.